It's your boy Ningun in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest reason why I love you guys is because unbelievable, man. The concurrence, the unbelievable support that you guys have actually showered upon me is unreal. We just hope that we somehow hit more than 8,000 in a quick succession. Let's reach 10,000. Let's hit it up, man. This channel needs to grow big. So without any further ado, I really have a lots of news for you guys. So you guys will love it. So the first news is Willian's transfer to Arsenal could be announced as early as next week. Willian will sign a 3-year deal. The negotiations were conducted by Kia Joorabchian. Edu, who has a really good relationship with Willian from his time at the Brazil team, has already approved the deal. And Lee Dixon has spoken about Arteta. He says the achievement he has done this season to win a trophy and get into Europe, he's absolutely knocked the lights out with the group of players he's got in my opinion. So now it's like we go to the next level and the next level. While talking about the latest thing about Fabrizio Romano, he tweets out, Willian is a matter of time and will sign a contract until 2023 after approval from Mikel Arteta. And about Partey, Arsenal must pay Partey's release clause of 50 million euros or he will stay at Atletico. Arsenal are confident of extending Aubameyang's contract. So yes, Fabrizio Romano is pretty much clear that Willian to Arsenal is a done deal, man. It is unbelievable. And yes, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will receive a significant pay rise and he has been told that there will be a sufficient addition to the squad to challenge for the top 4 next season. And Socrates could be a part of a mass exodus as Arsenal look to bring in Willian on a free transfer and Lille's Brazilian defender Gabriel to strengthen. The former Arsenal captain Granit Xhaka was among the most vocal in discussions between the players following Wednesday's bombshell over the redundancies of 55 staff. Xhaka's dismay was widely shared with the job cuts revealed just 4 months after most players were encouraged to agree pay cuts. They had believed that by accepting a 12.5% cut, reduced to 7.5% after qualifying for the Europa League, they would protect the jobs of their staff. But probably it was a miscommunication maybe. But moving on, Arsenal are planning to integrate Emil Smith-Rowe into Mikel Arteta's first team squad next season. Rather than sending the youngster out on loan, he will be among the first tranche of players to join the preseason training on August the 14th. That is according to James Benge. So you better believe that. You have to believe that. Well, let's talk about the reality. Francis Kagigau's shock Arsenal acts a result of Edu's recruitment review. Well, yes, the major changes within the Arsenal recruitment network are separate from the 55 redundancies that were announced on Wednesday. The departures include the head of recruitment Francis Kagigau and are separate to the planned cuts as the scouts are contractors and are in fact the result of a review that has been carried out by technical director Edu, who plans to now implement his own blueprint for the recruitment department at the North London club. As well as Kagigau, who had been at Arsenal for more than 2 decades, senior scouts Brian McDermott and Peter Clark were also told on Wednesday that they no longer had jobs. And since then, several further figures were released. And sources at Arsenal insist the overhaul is not down to saving money, but that Edu and the hierarchy want to ensure the club's recruitment department runs in the most effective way possible going forward. Now, earlier in the year, Edu also decided to change that the change was needed within the recruitment department at Arsenal's Hayland Academy. The decision came out after a stringent review carried out alongside academy manager Pierre Mertesacker. So Steve Morrow, who had been head of youth scouting, was the most high-profile casualty, but a number of other figures within the academy followed him out of the door, including Kevin Beadle, Dan Rice, David Lee, Jay Leff, and Joe Sutton. Well, Lee Heron, who had been head of football operations at the academy following his arrival from Reading in 2018, took up a newly created role of head of talent ID and was tasked with leading the new talent ID department and building a team to replace the figures. That rebuild saw Steve Brown join from MK Dons to be lead talent ID coordinator, with Ayo Durojoy and Phil Antwi and Conan Watson making up the new recruitment team. So it was a major overhaul already in the lower academy prospects are concerned. So Edu actually made sure that the lower academy prospects are better scouted, and that is why right now the time is all about to overhaul the senior scouting network. So you can understand what is happening. It already had begun last year. Nobody paid heed to that, but right now it's because of the pandemic. Everyone is actually pouncing on Edu Gaspar right now. Let me give you a very juicy bit of news about Thomas Partey. Arsenal have not told Atletico Madrid that they do not want to activate the release clause of Thomas Partey absolutely or completely. They never did that. The matter is that the club made a promise not to activate the penalty clause as long as Atletico Madrid participate in the Champions League in respect of the player and his club. Beyond the career of heroes is different, and that does not carry the same guarantee. So you can understand Arsenal respected Thomas Partey, but that does not mean that after Champions League they're not going to go for him. And Thomas Partey's official spokesman tweeted out about September 1st has nothing to do with the deal, but was a sign of when a Ghana Football Association case will be decided by the CAS court. In the event that the deal was announced, for example, on the 1st of September, that is pure chance. So you can understand everything is going well. Do not create panic, and everything will be completely good. And the financial saving resulting from these redundancies and cuts is dramatically higher than the reported £2.5 million figure, and the club's transfer budget remains unaffected by the cuts to non-playing staff, according to James Oley. So you can understand we are going in the right direction. You just have to support these guys, man. They're in the right direction, man. An injury to Willian means that he will not be travelling with Chelsea to Munich, so likely he has already played his last Chelsea game. With Arsenal in pole position to sign Brazilian on a 3-year deal, it looks like David Ornstein also believes that Willian to Arsenal is already a done deal. Let's talk about Cesc Fabregas. He tweets out in appreciation of Francis Kagigao, who actually scouted him. He says, tweets out, "Thank you for the 24 plus years of devotion, respect, loyalty and love you gave to Arsenal. Nothing would have been the same for me if you didn't spot me at 15 years old. I wish you all the very best for the future. Your next team will be very lucky to have your football brain." So yes, Francis Kagigao, appreciated by Cesc Fabregas, and that's really class from him, isn't it? Well, also Charles Watts tweets out, "Arsenal are planning a significant overall haul of the squad. So you shouldn't be surprised if Arsenal are actually sacking or probably selling any player that they find that they don't think that they can build upon in the future. So I think it's being ruthless, and I love to see that, man. And talking about it, Juventus, Arsenal and Manchester City. I've already informed in my live, those who did not tune in, Arsenal, Juventus and Manchester City are the clubs that are interested in signing Hossein Aouar this summer. It has been claimed that all clubs are waiting until the end of the Champions League to make a move for the playmaker. And Aubameyang has also been given assurances that the club will back Arteta as best as they can in the transfer market with the imminent signing of Willian. Also, Arsenal will seek to raise funds by offloading several French players including Maitland-Niles, Elneny, Rob Holding and Lucas Torreira. And also, talking about more stuff, Arsenal actually continues their move towards Atletico Madrid for Thomas Partey. So here's the thing that I don't like, because young player of the year, no Bukayo Saka in that, and Aubameyang is not in the player of the year for the Premier League because they've already now nominated Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kevin De Bruyne, Jordan Henderson. I don't even understand why Henderson is in that. Danny Ings, Sadio Mane, Nick Pope, and Jamie Vardy. Unbelievable, man. And talking about it, Xhaka, Luis, Maitland-Niles are all examples of players who have lived out their own personal redemption stories this season, if you guys believe it or not. But Gabriel Magalhaes has actually been quite vocal in getting into the liking actually a lot of Arsenal fan Instagram accounts, and probably entering into their stories as well, watching their stories. So let's talk about it. So here's the reality. I already mentioned that Edu has already spoken about the conducting and everything, but Arsenal have submitted a new offer for Sporting winger Joelson Fernandes, which has already been cancelled out. Yes, it has been rejected by Sporting, but Arsenal are aware that Sporting needs money, so just make sure that you guys are waiting. Actually, we are just waiting that Joelson somehow signs with Arsenal. And Roberto Druda, the scout who actually discovered Torreira, he says, "I spoke to Lucas yesterday morning, but not about Fiorentina or other teams. I know he would like to return to Italy. I don't know if the Viola are ahead of others." So yes, it is true. It is happening that Lucas Torreira is going back to Italy. So here's what Lucas Torreira said. He said, "Today I need to think about my future very well. I have a contract with the club and I have to respect it. Obviously, if I have to leave, it will be for the best. We have to be calm and wait." And Lucas Torreira is actually open to a return to Italy with a loan, the most likely option according to Chris Wheatley. So let me hit it on to you. Two big news coming up. Dharmesh Seth of Sky says, with the latest on Aubameyang and Willian, he says the offers from Barcelona and Inter Miami for Willian are thought to be of more value than the other one at Arsenal. Arsenal's offer is more appealing than staying at Chelsea, and it appears as to when not if Willian will join Arsenal, Barca and Inter Miami offer to him more valuable than Arsenal offers Arsenal's offer, but he's impressed by Mikel Arteta and Edu. So it looks like also Fabrizio Romano did this right now on Instagram. 4433 posted out that Willian's move to Arsenal is just a matter of time, according to Fabrizio. And Fabrizio actually reverted to that, saying he is so close. And yes, let me tell you, it is going to be happening, guys. So let me just remind you, everything is really positive. Just stay behind Kroenke, stay behind Arteta, and most importantly, stay behind Edu, Raul Sanyehi, and Vinay Venkatesham. These were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So what do you got to do? You just have to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because when I do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day. We are on a mission of reaching 10,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Hit that. And I will see you live on Sunday, man. Yes, I will actually fix up a good timing for Sunday. So yeah, so next live is on Sunday, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.